Hey, what's up? What's up? It's Mikey Perion here, and welcome back to another episode of Promo Build Battle here in the Hypixel server. Last week was the first week I started publishing 5 videos in a week, and I'm very happy to say that it really went well. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel, and I really appreciate it. Well, I hope you guys are really enjoying my videos as much as I enjoy making them. So, without further ado, let's get started. Gothic, we got Carnival, Tower, Stadium, and Museum. Okay, people are going for tower. I think I haven't made this theme for the YouTube channel, so I think let's go with the flow again. All right, so we got towers. So I got several ideas for towers. I got like the Tower of Pisa. I got like what we're going to do now is a Japanese temple. Well, for this kind of theme, actually, it's more of like we have to impress people by the design because this is like a structural build. So I already did like a Japanese team before. I think this was the second episode of BB team. BB Pro, and basically we'll do almost the same design. Well, I think this is the perfect time to talk about on how to strategize your game in long term. Of course, if you're aiming for like scores or getting the ranks. I got several tips on how to do your game in terms of like staying in the game and something like as well as of course the most important factor of the game is to enjoy what you're doing. But most of the time, something like sometimes you really got bored on doing build battle, or sometimes even like you run out of ideas. But to be honest, actually, when I play pro mode, is something like I normally do some common builds. So just like this one, for example, I have this Japanese temple. No, not the Japanese temple, but I did this for Japanese temple, but I'm also doing it for like the tower team. So sometimes we have to, I think I grabbed the wrong slab, so there you go. So now we're using dark oak wood slabs to make the roofs, or the, I don't know what it's called. So basically this is like a Japanese pagoda, before I forget to say, because I really got to used to building, so sometimes I really forget what I'm doing. But of course, I started playing BB Pro when it started releasing since last December. During that time, they actually have more teams since it's the holiday season. They have like the snow globes. They have this the more of like the Christmas themes. But they actually remove it after the season ends. So now we're actually doing, we're designing the roof. For me, this is something like a generic pattern whenever I do something like Japanese theme. So most of the roof of the in Japan, or in their traditional architecture, they have something like pointed corners, just like this one. So now basically we're going to strategize on how to do the copy pasting, since we have like different elements in this part. So we have to copy the bottom part, and now we'll set the coordinates on top here, and we'll just continue on this part, since that pointed roof is not really beneath here, so we're adjusting the build, so just like that. So it's actually a pretty good technique for this kind of build. So going about the topic, so about the strategy on how to for you to play the game, so you will not be easily bored on doing BB Pro. Number one, you should make like certain templates, just like this one. This is my Japanese template, so I keep on building this most of the time. But sometimes I do other patterns, or with a similar design but on different arrangements. So something like on your repertoire, or on your building repertoire, you have to have like certain patterns that you can use in other teams as well, so you won't be tired of thinking of so much you know different ideas. But of course, it is also better if we're going to have like we're already at the maximum limit. If you have like a lot of ideas, but of course sometimes it's really tiring to do it. So now we're copying this part, I think, because we want to maximize the space. So something like we just use some of the elements of the build, just like this one. So like I said, we do patterns. So this kind of style as well will help you to like make your time more efficient, just like that. So so basically it depends on how you strategize every build that you make. You can use certain parts of your builds which is you already built, and then just do copy pasting just like that. So it's something like it will be more efficient in terms of building, and as well as you can save time. Of course, it's something like endurance in this game is also important, especially if you're aiming for a rank or a score. So this looks beautiful. Okay, so just like on this part, so now we're trying to do the garden part. So just like I said, you can actually reuse some of your designs. So basically I have my template in my mind that I can use to different teams or various teams depending on what I will want to portray. So just like this one, this is my technique on how to make paths. So I can also do this for like the park team, or maybe the garden, or there's a lot actually that you can use for this template or for this technique, that you can actually do it on different teams as well. So just like what I said, and for you to endure in terms of your goal to like aim for scores, basically you should have like practice a lot, and you should reserve your templates or whatever you have built previously, and you can actually reuse it on your next next games or next rounds that you will play. So just like this one. So this one I also use this technique on the Japanese team or in other teams as well, putting the hedges. So basically it's something like you already have like templates that you will like paint a picture or making like a collage in your build. So this is something like existing picture. So this one I also make this for garden theme. Now I'm trying to make like rock garden. So it's not really part of the team since we already have built the main team, which is the tower, but this is somehow you can add to the design. So just like that. So especially if you have played this game for a very long time, the more you play, the more template designs that you will collect in your repertoire. So it's really important for you to have it, especially if you're going to play long term in build battle. It's really important to think creatively, but at the same time you also need to preserve your design, because the time is also constraints in build battles. You only have like 10 minutes, so if you're going to think a lot of new design, it will consume you a lot of time. So especially if you're actually in competitive modes, or you feel like doing very competitive, you have to maximize the space. You have to like build as much as you can, as diverse as wanted to be. So this strategy is something like since not all the time you play with the same people, so keep in mind that you can also repeat your builds from time to time, but not always. Especially you should watch out for the players. In the list you can press tab to check out who are the players. So whenever you think that these people haven't seen your build, you can actually build that. So somehow, especially if you have tested some of your builds and you got like legendary, you can actually reuse those builds. That will be an easy win for you. So Especially in the long term, if you have so many wins, but you keep doing on you keep doing the same design, you probably somehow, the people will get used to it and will not really vote, really good for your build during that time. But of course, you also have to balance the enjoyment of the game. From time to time, if you got bored with some builds, you can also try and experiment, and just to enjoy the build. So now we're done. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Now we're done, so I think it looks good. Let's just turn this to nighttime so it looks more beautiful. So just like that, looks impressive. And let's wait for the voting time. So, okay, all right. Okay, we got an Eiffel Tower, I think, although it's color white, but I don't know why there's like a snow on top though. Yeah, we'll just give it okay. All right. Yeah, sometimes it gives you a very good impression when you turn it into nighttime, but of course you have to consider the lighting, right? So let's see next build. Okay, this doesn't look like a tower though. Something's written here. I'm not a pro. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like a tower to me though. Sorry. Sorry, I have to, I cannot give you a good vote, so sorry about that. Okay, let's see next build. Okay, this one is also a I was well, this is also a Japanese team. Okay, I can give good, right? Yeah, this kind of look is impressive. I know he uses Pro Tools because it's similar patterns. That is good for me, right? Okay, let's see next build. Okay, this is like a jungle with a tower. It's not too big though. I like the paths, but yeah, I can give okay. Well, the tower is actually the team, so yeah, it's nothing inside, so just okay. I like the path though. Okay, let's see next build. Okay, this is pretty plain though, but well, it's still part of the team. It's still a tower, so just okay as well. Okay. All right. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. I don't have much of a comment because it's really plain though. Okay. Well, this is another jungle. Let's see what's inside. He got nothing. I kind of like the bridge. Yeah, just okay because it's not really that big. He just uses this bone meal, jungle woods, or jungle trees. Yeah, just okay. Okay, Rapunzel. Where's the head though? I think it's not finished. You should have put something like a roof. Just okay. Think. Okay, oh wait. Oh, there's Rapunzel. She's just a head, and she's maybe he's a he because that's Steve, right? Well, just okay for me. Okay, this is our build, I think. Yeah. Well, it's pretty high. Still looks impressive, although I used the same template as with the Japanese temple I made in episode 2, I think. Yeah. So I hope they like it. Yeah. I see epic, so well, it's good. No legendaries, but it's fine with me though. All right. Okay. A parking lot? I'm not sure though. This doesn't look a tower to me. This looks like a store or a shop. Okay. Sorry. I think that's not a team though. Okay. Well, Master Force. Okay, let's see next build. All right, a windmill. Basically, windmill is not a tower though. It has tower, but I cannot consider it like that's our team. Yeah, maybe I'll just randomize the vote. It's kind of look good looking, but it's not really the team. Well, he got okay. That's fine. All right, we won the game, so I think somehow they got impressed. But of course, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, and make sure to subscribe. This has been Mikey Perion, and I'll see you guys next time.